Mr. Speaker, we all know about the economic downturn in Alberta and, in fact, across the country. Falling oil prices and thousands of job losses have made it especially hard in Alberta. So, Mr. Speaker, there's even a greater urgency to ensure that we diversify our economy and shore up partnerships that will serve Albertans and their interests. This summer, the Environment Minister made an announcement to terminate forestry contracts and other industry operations in the Castle area. These agreements have a direct impact on Alberta families. To the Environment Minister, how much will these contract terminations cost Alberta families, and will you outline it in the budget?
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the honourable member for the question. And I am pleased to update the House on our activities in the Castle. After 40 years of clear-cutting, our government made a commitment to protect the Castle area. That's exactly what we are doing. We are doing it to protect the headwaters for the drinking water in my city and all through the South Saskatchewan River Basin, Mr. Speaker. This is an historic first step for Alberta, and I am proud of what we were able to accomplish.
Alberta has a stable plan to phase out coal-fired generation facilities by 2030. Under the former PC government, we shut down one plant in 2011 and plan to shut down 2 more by 2019. In fact, Keep Hills 3 plant burns as clean as gas. To the same minister, you've been hinting and creating uncertainty with our industry partners by wanting to phase out coal generation plants at an even faster rate. Again, how much will this cost Alberta families, and will you have it in your budget?
Minister, question.
Well, you know, Mr. Speaker, I am so pleased to finally rise in this House and discuss climate change, seeing as none of the opposition have wanted to discuss that topic so far. So, you know, we made a commitment to phase out coal-fired electricity. We will honour our commitment to Albertans. We are working with industry on this matter. This is why we appointed our panel of experts to examine the matter and report back to us with their best advice. Our approach will be measured. It will take into account the communities and the companies that will be affected. I note that the previous government had no plan for what would happen once those coal-fired units were to shut down, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And might I remind the minister that Alberta is a leader in environmental policies, particularly our industry. We're the only people that pay tonnage on CO2. To the Premier, given that we have partners already invested in greener energy, not just in Alberta but across the country, and given that the industry has put up to $14 billion to meet the requirements of the 2030 phase-out, Premier, why are you not promoting our industry partners and what they do well, but rather calling their investments and hard work embarrassing? Shouldn't you be promoting Albertans?
Honourable Minister.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. And, you know, we will be receiving the Climate Change Panel's advice on electricity generation very soon. And we have been very clear with Albertans on this matter. Albertans have asked us to ensure that we have more renewables on the grid, that we are greening our economy while we do it, and we are ensuring a just transition for those communities who might be affected by this, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are taking very careful steps, and we will receive the Climate Change Panel's advice very soon. Thank you.